get underway for this game. As James Waite is over this kick-off and lays it back off to Charlie Cummins, who's the deepest player there. So maybe that could be an indication as to where he is playing. I think it's going to be Callum Wood out on this. I say this game is very fast-paced at the moment as well. Avery out to this right-hand side for Michael Smith. Plays it out here now for George Birch on this right-hand side. Looks to drift into the middle there. Lovely little pass, though, to James Waite. And Waite's now going to drive into the penalty area. Lays it off to Jake Hicks. And then Britton's blocked it. Britton, no. And it's a good save by Will Henry. And nearly Weston finding the breakthrough here. Hicks looking to make himself available. So is Circum. It's released to Circum now. Colson. And then back to Circum there, but good interception by Reece Feet. But Colson's won that ball back, drives into the penalty area, just out on this left-hand side. And then just say had a little bit too much to do, too many players around him in the end, but still with the ball, Weston. Now Callum Wood looks to whip that ball in there, and it's floated really high to the back post, and George Birch couldn't quite get a head on it. And now it's Chukwu looking to hold that ball up, but doesn't quite do it. Now it's Britton, who gets past the defender, takes the shot. Good save, though, again by Will Henry. And Weston once again nearly finding that breakthrough. And so far you can see, well, you can tell the difference between the two sides in the quality at the moment in the league table. And then George Birch doing really well. Skip away now. Circum on the right hand side takes the shots, and that's just over the bar there as well. And Weston getting a lot of joy at this moment in time against that G-spawn as well. And looking to do the same again. Colson now looking to whip that ball in. Britton gets a little flick on, a toe on, and it's 1-0 to Weston at Super-Mare. And I think it was an own goal in the end. Not too sure who scored it. It looked as if from our angle Britton got a flick on, but I mean, almost for a second it didn't even look like it went in. It was only really until the Weston fans behind that goal started cheering. Looks to loft that ball in once again to the back post. Avery there couldn't quite get the header. A few shouts for penalties. His body's, let's say, going down in the area, but nothing going. But a lovely pass by Hicks into George Birch on the left side of the penalty box. And George Birch going down, but doing really well. Still going, takes a shot, and it's a great save. But George Birch with some sparkling feet there. It's falling here to Michael Smith, though. And now Cummins, who of course would have been accustomed to playing in centre mid since coming in there, and Cummins probably taking a little bit too long on it now, and Parsons intercepts that ball, looking for that pass into Owen Evans, and takes a shot on early, and he hits the bar and luckily goes over. Starts falling a little bit more, and that pitch becomes, say, a fair bit more sort of slippy there, and a simple ball over the top that was found. Britton on the right hand side of the penalty box looks to play that in. It's found its way to Colson. Colson shoots, and that's wide once again, but in fact it's taken a nick, and it's a corner kick again. And this game, though, has been absolutely fantastic so far for the Seagulls. And then going up long, not looking to play out the back to what Chippenham do. Now it's to George Birch, though, who's trying to come out with that ball. Looks to let off to Colson, and Colson very nearly reaching in behind it. It's fallen to Britton very quickly there. Takes the shot, and 9, and Will King now, who has the ball, and you feel it's going to be half-time any second now, which it is. And Weston go into this half-time interval 1-0 up here against Chippenham Town. And I say it's been a great performance so far by the surfacing stadium. And there is a change to let's say be talking about as well, as Sam Avery has come off here for Weston-super-Mare, and coming on to replace him is, let's say, Emlyn Lewis, who I can imagine is already, so you're going to just take that captain's armband as well. And not a bad substitution to bring on midfielders. Played up to Britton. He looks to flick that on into Jake Hicks' path. Cleared away by Poffley into Owen Evans, though, on the left-hand side. His pass is very loose. And James Waite now has picked up the ball. Looks for Britton in behind. And Britton now looking to get away from Poffley. And he's in one-on-one. The great sliding challenge, though, in the end by Luke Haynes. Just a slightly inside, a few groans by Chippenham, but once again the Bluebirds going to play it quickly now, and Ezio Toure trying to get down this right inside up against Callum Wood. Looks to square it in there. Bradbury, though, ends up getting control. Good save by Max Harris, as I think Bradbury there was almost like a cross come side here for Poffley, but Chippenham, let's say, don't have a lot of time on their hands. They need to try and probably get this ball forward a little bit quicker, but Mewhu's trying to do that now for another clip ball into Vaughan, into the penalty area, plays it box, and a great save by Max Harris, just to tip that round the post. additional minutes added on. Max Harris gets this ball up long, up to Britton, and Britton looks to try and chest it down, but it's given straight back to Chippenham now, and that ball's clipped in behind quickly. Cummins with the header now. Dodd gets that ball cleared and up to Coulson as well, and Coulson controls it nicely now, and James Waite and Weston have got an opportunity here. James Waite takes the shot on, and it's just, let's say, fairly comfortable though for Will Henry, and who's going to cross that ball in. It's a good block by Jake Hicks and cleared away by Owen Johnson as well, and now Britton, let's say the lone man up top of the moment, wins that ball back for Weston-super-Mare. Hicks there, and it's a bad challenge on Hicks, but now it's for James Waite. He's in behind, 1v1 to seal the game. It's a great fingertip save though by Will Henry. And Will Henry, who was diving to his right, just thrown out a hand there, but the referee's whistle has gone here as well, and Weston-super-Mare advance further in the FA Trophy into the third round. And you have to say as well, probably overall on the performance level, Weston